my oldest was about 4 years old when my son was born, but he was only 6 months old when I found out that I was pregnant with my third baby. And I was scared to death because my son was not a good sleeper. I had been spoiled with such a good sleeper in my first. I mean, she slept through the night at 10 weeks. I thought I had it down. I thought I just had the formula right. But then he came along and he barely napped and he didn't sleep. And so I finally felt like we were getting to the other side of that when I found out that I was pregnant with my third. And I thought, that's it. That's for sure going to be the one that's going to sleep. And I've already been through the rough one and it's going to get better from here. And then she was born and she didn't sleep for the first 12 months of her life. And even after that, it was up all night. It was up many times in the night. She couldn't sleep in her own bed by herself. She was not napping very consistently through the day. And I took it all on as my battle cry, my hill to die on. Like, that's what I do. I can just handle this and I'm going to be bigger than it and it's no big deal, everything is fine. And meanwhile, people were really concerned for me and they kept saying things like, I don't know how you can do it. Aren't you just exhausted all the time? And of course, me being the mother that I am and that so many women are out there, I just kept saying, nope, I'm fine. I've got this. It's no big deal. I'm fine. And I just kind of had it in my mind that when she hit a year old, things would get better. And then it didn't. And I remember getting to that point at 15 months where we still weren't sleeping and there was no end in sight, and I just broke down. I finally broke down and admitted that I was suffering. This was hard and I needed help. And so I went into a place that I felt safe, that I felt that people would give me good advice, a natural parenting group. I knew that they wouldn't tell me anything that was going to be unsafe. In fact, they were going to be the most conservative when it comes to safe things to use for my baby. And I said, what do I gotta do, guys? What do I gotta do? Let me know, because I'm about to go get that bottle of whiskey and rub it on her gums or whatever it is that I need to do to get this child to sleep. And they said, you know, there's these drops out there that can help her sleep and they're made for kids. You should look into them. And I remember thinking, what? There's what out there? I didn't even know. This wasn't something that was told to me. This isn't something that people talk about. There's what out there that I could have been using, and I've been suffering all of this time, and I had to get so desperate to reach out for help to even discover that these were a thing. So then I ordered them real quick and I tried them, and within a week she was going to sleep at night in her own bed. And within a month she was sleeping through the night. And I tried them with my second child, my son, and he was able to finally start sleeping as well. And the changes that we saw just from that one small, seemingly small change in our lives was huge. The sleep, the patience, my daughter's hair finally started growing. I was able to start losing the baby weight again that I had been so desperately trying to lose, but we were just all in survival mode just to get through, and nobody was sleeping very well. And so when we all started sleeping, I started seeing these huge, massive shifts in everything. And so that's when I decided that there needed to be more people talking about it. There needed to be more moms standing up and saying, there's options for you. There's things that you can do. You don't have to suffer with these common problems thinking that there's no other way to get through it. There are safe alternatives to help you. And then I started trying all the other things that were offered, and I started having energy and focus, and my mom brain wasn't going crazy, and I was able to dump all of the things I was using for my anxiety that had all these nasty side effects to them. I was able to dump them and just start living healthier again. I was able to get my kids' immune system back up and working full speed so we weren't sick all through the school year. I was able to get more sleep myself, able to relieve a lot of the discomfort in our lives without having to worry that I was doing something that was unsafe or going to harm anybody in our family. And just knowing that I've got those on my side, that I have got things that are in my best interest, that are in our best interest, has been a real peace-giving opportunity for us. It's helped me be able to stand up and say, yes, I can mom with confidence. I am confident in what I'm doing. I'm confident in what I'm giving to my kids, and I don't have to worry about all these little small issues that when you're dealing with them can be so hard and can feel like they are taking over your entire life, but when they're taken care of, it just feels amazing. And it feels like you finally get your life back and you finally get to move forward and do new things and conquer new areas of your life because the small things are taken care of. And I think that has been the biggest gift I have gotten out of all of this.